Well, it's unusual for me, but I'm actually up. It is 11 o'clock your time back there in the Twin Cities. It's a little after midnight here in Tampa. Today, I kind of hit the wall in terms of just being exhausted because we are over at the convention hall all day doing interviews. You get done 1 or 2 o'clock. You're there at 5:30, 6 o'clock to go on the air. And I came back here and just crashed. And literally, I don't know how many hours I slept. I came back to the hotel room with the fluorescent lighting and Fox News, and just kind of crashed. Um, I want to talk a little bit for those of you that don't know, and I don't know how closely people in Minnesota are following this convention, but I do want to talk a little bit about the layout of this convention and how difficult it is for those of us who are doing live shows to communicate with people who are actually working the convention, either as delegates or politicos. First of all, you have to understand it's Tampa St. Pete, even though they call it Tampa, it's much like Minneapolis St. Paul in the sense that St. Petersburg is over there somewhere. I don't know. I haven't even been there. And a lot of the delegates and Republican Party people are staying all the way over there. The convention hall is in the place where they play basketball here. I don't know that I can't figure out the name of the place because it's not over because we're literally going through tunnels. We're going under these overhangs that they're building, taking down, putting back up after the hurricane or whatever that was, the tropical storm. That none of that stuff was up the first day. Now it's all up. You don't know where you are. But the thing people need to understand is the convention hall is in the basketball arena, which is relatively small, probably 20,000, right? And then the media stuff, Radio Row, all of the offices for the media, the Blaze, newsroom where we did the thing yesterday, all the network newsrooms and so forth are in a completely different building. So for us to actually have contact with anyone in the Minnesota delegation is unless they come over to the convention center to walk down Radio Row, which is massive. You wouldn't have any contact with them. So it's hard for us to have any communication with the rest of the convention. And you have to go through security back and forth, each time, and it's a mess. So the logistics of this convention are much more difficult than the one in St. Paul. I am, of course, continuing to read, got the TV on, and I will tell you, we're going to ask you today at 8:35 what your reaction to the convention is and to what you're seeing on TV. And because what I'm seeing is a snark-orama in the media. David Brooks wrote a really nasty personal article in the New York Times yesterday. All these other columnists are following in their footsteps. And I don't know what it is. I don't know whether they're down here and it's just not exciting for them or what's going on or whether they don't like Mitt Romney or whatever it is. And I'm not endorsing Mitt Romney or any candidate. I'm telling you, I don't care who wins because I've reached the point where I'm not sure that it's going to matter. But in any case, that's good because I can be a little bit more objective about what's going on down here. But my God, the things that are being written. So we're going to talk about this tomorrow. Also, we're going to talk about the rules, committee situation. Marianne Stebbins is going to be joining us. Also, Michele Bachmann and economist John B. Taylor to talk a little bit about the economy as well. I'm getting hoarse. So I'm going to try to get some sleep, and then we'll be back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Twin Cities News Talk AM 11:30. So join us. Well, so Tom's probably already up now. So anyway, join us tomorrow morning or this morning, depending on when you see this at 6 o'clock.